It's more fun in the Philippines.
But it's more fun if it lasts.
SOS is a call for help.
To save our spots.
A campaign focused on sustainability
and how applying it can make us better travelers
and more responsible tourists.
To make it simple,
dapat lang marunong tayong rumispeto.
Respect the environment.
Pick up the trash you see.
kahit hindi ikaw nagkalat.
Respect our culture and heritage.
Magpaalam bago kumuha ng pictures ng mga locals.
At huwag basta-basta hawakan ng sites.
Respect everyone around you.
Dapat good vibes tayo sa kapwa Pilipino.
At syempre sa mga foreign friends din natin.
Dahil dito sa SOS,
sama-sama tayo.
and every little act we do,
Can help make a big difference.
At home and while traveling.
like opting for reusables,
Instead of disposables,
Biking and walking more.
Using less electricity.
As long as we're consistent.
And we convince everyone around us to do the same.
We can change this country for the better.
Huwag natin babayaan ang Pilipinas.
Join this cause.
dapat hindi lang maganda ang pinupuntahan nating destinations
Dapat, pinapaganda pa natin ito.
While we're there.
Let's appreciate and take more care.
of our nature's beauty. Para more travels tayo around the country, more tourists,
Being more respectful.
and more fun in the Philippines.
let's make our destinations last.
Save our spots.
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 Para more fun forever.
It's more fun in the Philippines. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Pilipinas. Magandang gabi rin sa ating mga kaibabayan all the way from the East Coast, no? Sa mga taga-Toronto, no? So always watching Know Before You Leap program. Again, this is your coach, Jonathan. I'm the founder and president of the Petalver Management Consultancy Services, and also I'm the founding member of Planet 63, who's bringing you Know Before You Leap. Diba? Itong Know Before You Leap, we started it three months ago, or actually 4 months ago, with the help of the Department of Trade and Industry, or the Philippine Trade and Industry, Philippine Trade and Investment Center, no, of the U.S. That's why we are coming up right now with this program series. Actually, this is our third session, no? Because every last Saturday of the month, we provide you with the Know Before You Leap program specifically for real estate. That's why today our guests, okay, are, from the top 3 real estate developers in the Philippines. And we're going to share with you what has been happening, or what's the real landscape right now of Philippine real estate. At first, we thought, we had a discussion on how Philippine real estate is doing, no? What's the future of real estate? And then last month, we discussed about do's and don'ts. And today, on our episode 3, we're going to talk about the advantages. What are the advantages if you own a Philippine real estate right here, right now? So again, thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening sa ating mga kababayan wherever you are in the world right now. So ano ba yung mga pag-uusapan? And also, I would like to thank those people who have registered in this session today. Actually, we are also live on Facebook page of the Academy, your training hub for entrepreneurship. We are also live via YouTube, CoachJonathan.net. So you can watch us live, and you can also watch the replay of our segment today. All right. So let me share with you first. No, ano ba itong what are we talking about right now? Maybe you are asking me, Coach John, so how did it start? No? Know Before You Leap, I was invited. I think, basically last year, mga kababayan, and small Filipino community in New Jersey and New York. No? So what I did is I presented the landscape, what's been happening right now in the Philippines. That's why this virtual forum, I hope, will help us. No? What are the projects? What are the developments in and outside of Metro Manila? Is there a big opportunity for us to really invest? Is it high time where everything is uncertain? Well, at the end of the day, I will always tell you, even before COVID, everything is uncertain, correct? But right now, in real estate, should you invest now and wait, or should you wait and invest? I think there's a pretty much a big gap on that kind of aspect. That's why we are privileged once again to to be graced on the show by our partners here in the Philippines. Particularly, these are my clients when I do like strategic management program, executive coaching, and sales and marketing programs for them. So again, welcome. Sit back and relax. And if you have questions, you can always go to the comment section of our segment right now, wherever you are watching. But before that, of course, I'd like to thank all those who are watching us today. Again, you can save this and use it for your future use. All right? So, my dear friends, as I mentioned, we have started this last month. I was invited in New York, the Fiesta in America program. And there's a community who's really, like, we are like 20 in a room. And, particularly half or 60% of them are really looking forward to invest back here in the Philippines. Because remember, let's say if you have a dollar to 50, right? Just imagine in New York, the price of investment, the real estate investments are really that high. So when they ask me how low can we go, let's say if we invest something like a condo unit wherein we're still here in the US, and let's say we want to have it rented out. In fact, there are some developers who can offer you, I told them, like range of $100,000 to $200,000. And then they were shocked simply because, $100,000 to $200,000 for them. I don't know if they can already buy something there. If they can buy a property there, then it must be away, from their work. So I was telling them there's really a big opportunity here. And not only that, they don't have to pay it in cash. And, they can already start investing right now. That's why today, I want you to listen carefully and please ask questions if you have to our three Philippine real estate developers, one of the three of the top 10 real estate developers, and they will share with us, which our topic today about house and lot or condo or Philippine real estate per se. The advantages if you will invest right now. What are the opportunities specific? What's the project like, and how can you purchase it or invest on it, especially you are far, you are not living here in the Philippines anymore. So these are the things that we will expect. And so we will start immediately right after this break. So again, this is your Coach John in our Know Before You Leave program. I'll see you again in the next few minutes. All right, this is your Coach John again. You are watching Know Before You Leave program, a Planet 63 segment of looking at various opportunities here in the Philippines. So the good thing about the Know Before You Leave program, it's either we have Philippine properties or we have Philippine products and services that we can market around the globe. And also, you can look at us as a big opportunity or platform if you are a Filipino or non-Filipino who's looking at investing or putting up your business here in the Philippines. That's why the segment's called Know Before You Live. So without further ado, let's start our discussion on owning a Philippine real estate property right here, right now. Let's all welcome our first presenter for today, all the way from the SM Development Corporation. Ayan. Good morning. Good morning, Esper.
Good morning, Coach. Good
How are
morning,
you?
Coach.
How are you today?
I'm good, pretty good.
All right. So so I think you have prepared something for our viewers right now.
Yes,
And maybe you'd like to start. And if there will be questions and answers, I will read it to you. And I hope we can really satisfy the questions that we will be thrown to us by our dear kababayans who are watching right now. I think, as of today, we have like 7 countries watching right now, Esper.
Yeah, good to hear. So, sa lahat po ng nanonood, to everybody, to all the kababayans and viewers all over the world, isang magandang araw po sa inyo. It is indeed a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Coach Jonathan, for having us. And thank you for taking this time to listen to us as well. So to begin with, let me first introduce our team. I came from SM Development Corporation, one of the subsidiary company of the SM Group of companies. So we are under the real estate army, under the SMDC International. For today, I'll be having Miss Olive Lancin with me. Yours truly is Esper Bernal de la Cruz. We are both Associate Sales Director of the SMDC team. And there would be 2 points of discussion that we will be discussing for today. First is we want to ask you, or we want to share to you, why should you invest now? Or is it really good to invest now? And two, are the easy ways how to invest, the easy steps, step 1, 2, 3, 4, that we will be discussing further for today. So without further ado, let me give the floor to Ms. Olive Lansing to begin our discussion.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Miss Esper. First, I'd like...
from SMDC. Correct. All right. So again,
Yes,
my dear
sir.
friends,
Yes,
my dear
coach.
kababayans, what these three developers have prepared for us are the reasons. Yeah. All right.
Yes,
Okay. So
I'd
can I
like
share
to...
your there? I'd like to share your presentation.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. First of all, I'd like to greet everyone a good morning from Manila, Philippines. Again, I'm Olive Lancin. I'm with the same group as Miss Esper. We're under the international sales team of SMDC. And this morning, I would try to answer the question, why invest now? Especially now that there's a lot happening in the world, no? But really, now and today is the best time to invest and take advantage of the promos and discounts that almost all of the developers are extending or offering their clients and their buyers. And we at SMDC, we also have exciting promos and discounts to help our buyers with their investments and to give them a little positivity in these trying times. First, we offer the deferred reservation fee promo, or what we call the 1555 reservation promo. With this promotion, the buyer, instead of paying the reservation outright, the reservation fee of $500 outright, they are given 3 months to pay the reservation with just an initial reservation of $300. That's only $300, and you can pick and reserve a unit for yourself. And and the remaining $200, you can pay it together with the first and the second monthly amortization. So actually, SMDC came up with this promo to help our buyers, to make it easier for them, no, to start with their investment. Especially that the reservation stage is the first step in investing. And number two, or the second promo that we can offer is the can you end this slide, please, Esther? Thank you. The second promo that we can offer, is to take advantage of the promos and discounts. Actually, when this pandemic started, or when this COVID started, SMDC also started giving away big promos and discounts, no? As big as 15% cash discount. Just by reserving a unit. You don't have to pay the unit in cash or the down payment in spot cash to avail of the discount. You just have to reserve. And we also have this top promo, or the total amount payable promo, wherein we give as much as with 1 million peso discount, or about $20,000 discount, no? Just also by reserving. And not mentioning that we also have cash incentives, and also we give additional commission for our sellers and for our marketing partners that help us promote and sell our units, also our properties also. And of course, lastly, the third promo that we can offer is the super stretch payment terms. Yes, unlike the other developers, I think they require their buyers to pay a certain amount of a spot down payment. But with SMDC, we give as long as 70 months to pay their down payment without interest. That's no interest. So that would give you about $200 to $500 monthly amortization, depending on the investment that you're interested in. So that's very, very affordable. Imagine just it's just like saving for a new shoes or a new TV
Correct.
or a new laptop. But with this, you are saving for your future or your family's future. So
Correct.
that's it. I hope I answered a bit, no, the question why invest now. And later,
Correct.
maybe
Yeah.
Esper will also discuss why and how it is very convenient to invest with SMDC.
Correct. So in close summary, Olive, no, because what are I have here a personal message, right, coming from our, I think, coming from New York, no, who's watching us right now. So in comparison to them, because the comparison right now, Ma'am Olive, is why will I invest now in the Philippines versus, and this goes the same also to other developers later when you present, why invest in the Philippines, not in the US? Or why invest in the Philippines? Why not Canada, not Australia, not Europe? You know, what is it for them? You get the point, Oli? Parang
Yes,
they
coach.
want to know, why do we have to invest? And pretty much with what you presented, as you mentioned, because right now, just imagine for a $500, right? Tama ba? With the $500, hindi pa $500, stretch pa yon in 2
Actually,
months.
sir, actually, coach, we
Yeah.
have projects that for as low as $200 monthly
Correct.
amortization.
Correct. Pero hahatiin pa yon. Ibig sabihin yung $200, kasi sa 500, the way I look at it, with our global audience watching right now, they can already reserve a unit, right? Remember, our topic today is we want them to own right here, right now. Because remember, in real estate, it's either you buy now and wait, which will appreciate, or you wait and buy. It already, you didn't already take advantage of the promo. With the $500, as you mentioned, the minute I reserve right now, to 300 lang ang babayaran, right? And then the following
Yes,
month,
coach.
100, 100. But with that
Yes, coach.
with that 10,000, is it the same? 5,000 lang muna, and then 2,525. I mean 5,000, and then 2,525. Is that what you're saying?
No, coach, actually have two options for the reservation. No, the first
Yeah.
one is what I've discussed earlier, which is the we call it actually is 1555 or for 15,000
All right.
pesos, then 5,000, 5,000. That's basically $300 first, then 100 for the first monthly amortization, and another 100 for the second monthly amortization.
All right.
Para we made it easier for them, para hindi
That's
masyadong
it.
malaki, coach, ang ilalabas nila, and they can already reserve a unit.
Correct. So mga kababayan, you can already reserve a unit right here, right now with what? $100, $200, and then with the stretch payment for these ready for occupancy units of SM. So right after we go back, okay, Miss Esper, I think is her partner, her tandem now, is going to present to us an actual, because there's another question here, Olina. Can you show us an actual unit, where to invest, and how can we invest and own a Philippine real estate right here, right now? So again, my dear kababayans, you are watching Know Before You Leave program. I think right now is the best time, no? If you just came in right now, we're discussing about why and how you can own a Philippine investment and take advantage of the different opportunities that the Philippine real estate is offering right now. So sa pagbabalik natin, we're still going to talk about SMDC, a specific project, and how you can already start owning one. I'll see you again here at Know Before You Live. Okay, again, it's your coach Jonathan from Petalver Management Consulting, and right now you're watching a segment of Planet 63, which we call Know Before You Leave. Any product or service that is from the Philippines being promoted and marketed in the whole world, this is the show that you have to watch. And also, if you are a Phil-Am, a Phil-Can, a Phil-Australian, or a non-Filipino who's looking for an opportunity here in the Philippines, please do watch us, so you will have a big opportunity to position also your products and services here in the Philippines or to any Filipinos around the world. Right before we take the break, mga kababayan, we were able to discuss about, SMDC's reasons, the 1, 2, 3 knockout punch on why you should invest and own a Philippine real estate right now. But today, let's tackle a bit on a specific project and quickly discuss how you can start, depositing online. I think that's also my question. If there's an online opportunity for you right now, that with your $100 or $200, you can immediately take the advantage of owning a unit here in the Philippines. So again, with us is Miss Esper of SMDC. Yeah, so we're going to, again, there you go, present about a specific project. Esper?
Okay, thank you, Coach, for having me again. So to go in specific as what Ms. Olive has discussed, I would like to share to you the latest project of SMDC. Actually, we're proud of it because this is the first project we have launched during this pandemic time. So it's about a month or 2 months ago that we launched GEM Residences along C5 Pasig City. So if you're coming from the south, it's just off Arcovia on the right side. Ayan. So as mentioned earlier, there were 3 steps that was discussed. So if you were gonna ask us, how are we going to begin if let's say you were enticed to purchase a property here in GEM Residences? So the first step is to reserve. So your $300, that would be your reservation fee. That's the initial cash out. And to let you know, for as low as $280 per month in a span of 70 months, that's your down payment duration, you could actually own a unit here in GEM Residences. So isa peso po, that would be 14,000 pesos. You can own a 1-bedroom unit here in GEM Residences. And another thing that I am excited to share to you, you could avail this property at its launching price. Yes, you've heard it right. Nasa launching price po tayo ng GEM Residences. This is very fresh and this is very something that we are excited to share to you because this is just a one-rise tower lying along C5 Pasig City. So, and you would further ask us, paano naman, how can we start doing it? We know how much, how to do it, but what would be the step? So we put an easy ways to invest here with SMDC. So right now, everything would just be online. Hindi na po namin kayo pahihirapan, lahat ng bagay from the inquiry up to the monitoring of your purchase, everything would just be online. For step 1, you can inquire to us via online. You could connect to us via email, via Viber, WhatsApp, Messenger, any platform that you are convenient with. You could ask us real question, kung ano po ba yung actual available unit, what would be the size of the unit, what would be the view of the unit, and all the details that you want to hear. So you could ask us from the SMDC team. And once you have inquired and you already solicited all the information you'll be needing, step 2 would be reserving online. So at the convenience of your laptop, of your mobile phone, you could actually just key in all the details that we will be needing from you. So you have 2 options. You can send it via email and print it out as PDF, or we also have a page or a website where you could actually just type in all the information that will be needed and we could actually provide it to you. So ganun lang po kasimple, lalo na sa mga tao na you don't wanna be hassled with all these details. It's just about a 5-minute instruction or reservation forms together with your ID, then you could reserve it online. And once the reservation would be successfully credited, step 3 would be paying also online. So you could pay via video online banking. We also have the iPay88. In partnership of iPay88, you could pay via your credit card. Yes, pwede po kayo magbayad gamit ang inyong credit card para po sa mga tao sa abroad na wala pa pong video online banking. Or you could actually visit a remittance center and use your Visa and MasterCard. So that would be for the reservation fee of $300 or kung ano man po yung project na inyong mapipili. And what am I excited to share to you? What good about SMDC? We just don't stop on purchasing. Even after you have purchased, we provided system that would let our client monitor their purchase. So you could manage your purchase online. We have the so-called SAM or the SMDC account manager where you could log in and you would have your password. You could check all your payments, your receipts, the progress of your property. If you have inquiry, there's also an inquiry section there where you could ask to us directly to the customer service. And even you could pay via your credit card through this platform. So for as easy as step 1, 2, 3, 4, you could actually, kahit po nasaan kayong sulok ng mundo, ay pwedeng-pwede na po kayong bumili at mag-invest dito po sa SMDC.
Very
So,
good. All right. So thank you very much, Esper, for that great presentation. I hope you will be back again together with Olive in a while, no, my dear kababayans, because there are a lot of questions coming in right now. Like, for instance, what if they're unbanked? No, what if they're just starting and they don't have a credit card or master or whatever form of payment they have? And for sure, you have an answer for that. So, my dear friends, my dear kababayans, we will be back again, and Esper and Olive will be back again, okay, at the end of our session, because we have, just relax, we still have 2 more real estate presentation. But of course, our goal is for each and everyone to be helped by all these Philippine real estate experts for you to make a decision right here, right now. So we will be back again, Esper and Olive. So I'll see you again after the whole presentation. Thank you so much, and we will be back. Again, this is Know Before You Live. See you.
Building a home for your family in the Philippines? Get connected with the right partner. Your house and lot, condominium, home improvement, and loan takeout is made easy with PNB's OPHL. It's available at PNB LA, New York, Tokyo, Nagoya, Singapore, Hong Kong, and Middle East. OPHL allows borrowers to pay in local currency without remittance fees. No co-borrower required. Qualified borrowers must also have good credit standing, stable employment, and sufficient disposable income. Loan up to 80% of the property value and enjoy easy payment terms. Visit the nearest PNB branch to apply today.
All right, this is your coach, Jonathan, once again of the Academy, your training hub for entrepreneurship, and also Planet 63. So we just launched Planet 63. We are headquartered in California. We're helping Philippine companies, products, services, and real estate, to be positioned well in the United States and, of course, across the globe. Also, we are inviting international companies to look at the Philippines as a good hub for you to start as you reboot your products and services or your business model around the globe. So pretty much we have heard about what SMDC has to offer, and they'll be back once again for your questions and answers. But at this point, I'd like to invite again another presenter, right? We will have another presenter from Alveo Land. So let's all welcome my dear kababayans, Miss Susie Taniedo of Alveo Land. Hi there, Susie. How are you?
Hello po. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. Would you like to greet our kababayans? We have about 10 countries watching us right now. And I hope, again, we will help them, influence them to make a decision, because that's our goal, for them to invest right here, right now on Philippine real estate investment and opportunities.
Hello po, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. And thank you for the opportunity na makapag-present kami, sir, sa inyo ngayon po.
All right. So, do you have a presentation, Susie?
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, basically the presentations ngayon. So, ako muna, sir, mag-present ko ng mga projects namin sa Makati and some horizontal projects, and then to be followed by yung mga iba naming mga kasama. So share screen na.
Yeah. Can you share your screen?
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right, thank you. Ayan, my dear kababayan. So, again, we would like to present to you a different project. If SM was able to present one of their projects in GEMS, Alveo Land is here right now to present their Makati project. Okay, so sir, we're just waiting for Susie. Yes.
Nakikita niyo yung screen ko, sir?
Screen, not yet. Maybe you can just share screen. Just click there, share screen, and then I can just present of your... Yeah. Ayan, sige, while you're doing, just share screen, and then while Susie of Alveo is sharing screen, I just would like to answer one live question here, my dear kababayans. No? So Giselle Guevara is asking, what's the name of the company, Coach? Your headquarters in the US that you just mentioned. So, yeah. Giselle, the name of our company is Planet 63, right? So it's based in Cucamonga, California. We are headquartered in California. So what we do is we basically address all the concerns, no, of those who would like to position their companies here in the Philippines, because we have Planet 63 US and we also have a Planet 63 Business Consulting Services here in the Philippines. So the name is Planet 63. So if you have a product or service you'd like to market around the globe, you talk to us and we'll help you promote your products and services, as well as, you know, companies outside who would like to present here in the Philippines. Yes, Ma'am Susie, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Sir, nakikita niyo na yung screen ko?
Not yet. Wala pa yung screen. Ayan. All right. Is it a technical problem or would you like to share the screen?
Can you see now? Hindi pa rin ba, sir?
Hindi pa rin. All right. So for the sake of time, no, siguro maybe you just would like to answer for now, and then we'll get back to your presentation in a little while. If there are things that you'd like to tell our viewers right now on reasons why they need to invest in one of your Alveo land, I think you're going to present Callisto, right?
Yes, sir. Circuit Makati.
Circuit that is in Circuit Makati. We'll go back to your actual presentation. But for now, why do you think they have to invest now? Because I believe the property there, ito yung nasa PRC, di ba, yung Philippine Racing Club. I'm quite familiar with that. Because dyan ako, you know, sumasakay ng tricycle going to my school because I studied in Santa Ana, Manila. So that connects Santa Ana, Manila and Makati. What are the advantages for those who bought already from you? What did they say? Why did they invest in that property?
Sir, actually, sir, the most advantage of owning a property is in Circuit Makati. Just to share with you, sir, no, kasi we launched the project in 2013. So at only 115,000 per square meter. So, sir, in a span of 7 years, ngayon, sir, ang mga price per square niya na is nasa 250,000 per square meters. So it's like owning property, sir, in Makati. Tapos after pagbaba, nandun agad yung mall, may mga restaurants, may mga theater. So parang you're living in a city already, sir, doon sa loob ng
Correct. Correct.
Sir,
so you mean to say 100,000 the pre-selling?
Yes,
right?
sir.
The pre-selling price, the off-take. No? We call it the off-take sometimes. No? So it's 100,000 more or less, or 115, and right now it doubled. You mean nag-double na siya, 200 na?
117% increase.
Wow, 117% increase. I think that's really a good, I should say, a good investment, my dear kababayans, those watching right now. You know, pre-selling price at this price, and then right now with 117% increase, no, or appreciation, that's something that you have to consider. Okay, we will be back because I want Susie to have her presentation. So we will be back right after the break. By the way, one of our partners is the Philippine National Bank. No? So you can have the Own a Philippine Home Loan Program. So my dear kababayans, we will be back because I really would like you to see what this Callisto project of Alveo Land is in Makati for you to make a decision to invest. We'll see you again here at Know Before You Leave.
Building a home for your family in the Philippines? Get connected with the right partner. Your house and lot, condominium, home improvement, and loan takeout is made easy with PNB's OPHL. It's available at PNB LA, New York, Tokyo, Nagoya, Singapore, Hong Kong, and Middle East. OPHL allows borrowers to pay in local currency without remittance fees. No co-borrower required. Qualified borrowers must also have good credit standing, stable employment, and sufficient disposable income. Loan up to 80% of the property value and enjoy easy payment terms. Visit the nearest PNB branch to apply today.
All right, so we're back again. Know Before You Leave, segment of Planet 63, wherein we educate and inform and somehow give information to our kababayans. No, if ever you intend to invest, you know, here, no, an investment, a great investment opportunity, just like what Susie of Alveo Land has presented to us. So just imagine, diba, you invested like 100,000 per square with a nice premium location property, and right now, the rate, the ongoing rate, the par market value right now is about 200,000. So there's about 120% increase in your property. So yeah, we will get back. We will get in touch with Susie in a while once they're fixing their presentation. At the meantime, also on top of the project, the Makati project that Alveo Land, I believe, has, is their Davao project as well. So at this point, we're privileged also to speak to one of the assistant sales directors of Alveo Land from Davao. I think she's from Davao. So let's allow her to introduce herself and her project and what's happening in Davao right now. So with us is Miss Alveo, Miss Gail Hernandez, Alveo Land. There you go. Hi, Gail.
Hi, Coach. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Gail
How are
Hernandez,
you?
and I'm from Davao City. I'm
All
good.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah, would you like to greet our Visayan speaking? I think we have about hundreds of Visayan speakings in our audience right now.
Maayong buntag sa inyong
Ay,
tanan,
buntag. Correct.
Davao and Mindanao. Good morning.
All right. So what's happening right now in Davao? I mean, how's the Philippine, how's real estate, in particular in Davao, which is the Davao, by the way, to some of us who are foreigners. We have audience, like audiences who are non-Filipinos. Davao is where, I think Davao is known for, I don't know if you eat that fruit yung what's that? What's the fruit, Gail?
Here,
Durian. I think the land of the durian. Durian.
we have a lot of mangosteen right now and rambutan.
Right.
So it's season right now. So we are enjoying a lot of fruits here in Davao.
How's the real estate in Davao? I mean, being like one of the most progressive islands or cities in the Philippines. How's Davao right now, Gail? Maybe you'd like to inform our listeners and viewers right now about what has been happening in Davao now.
Well, Davao has been the hotspot for investments in the whole Philippines because here we offer the lifestyle, the laid back lifestyle. At the same time, already highly urbanized. So you're actually living in the city, but you're just minutes away from the beaches, and you can enjoy a lot of malls here and everything. You're just like you're in the city, but you can enjoy the bukid, the mountains.
Yeah.
It's there, and we have the beaches. So if you want to work and just live, I would suggest, I would highly recommend Davao City as your retirement place to live.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, because I personally would like, I was telling my wife, I really would love to explore, and by the time comes that we are about to retire, it's one of the opportunities we're looking at. But what's the for Alveo Land? What's the price per square right now in Davao? And has it appreciated already? I mean, during the units or the property has been turned over to the unit owners?
Yeah, well, actually, when we launched our first tower last 2011, it was only at 90,000 per square. But right now, we are already at 230 to 240,000 per square. So that's actually at around 220% increase.
Oh, wow. Can you say that again? 90,000, right?
Yeah, last 2011. So in a span of 10 to 11 years, we already increased at 220% already.
Wow.
So yeah.
200, correct. So same, yeah. The percentage increase is even higher than some that, most of the properties here in Manila as well. And particularly, what project would you want our viewers? Because right now we have a question. By the way, Gail, we have our friends from Japan, of course, Hong Kong, South Korea, and they were asking, how's the security also and safety in Davao? Because you see in some of the the social medias and all, they're saying that it's not a good time to invest right now in Davao or any particular part of Mindanao. Maybe you'd like to enlighten that on us as well.
Of course, in Davao we have peace and order here, so it's also known as one of the safest cities in Asia. So I think this is one thing that our foreigners or our local and foreign investors would want to consider. Of course, the safety is one of the most important things that we should consider in investing.
Correct. Correct. Yeah. So, is there any particular project that you'd like to somehow inform our viewing public right now, Gail? In Davao specifically?
Well, of course, I'd like to recommend Patio Suites. It's our last and final tower in Abrisa district. So you can still take advantage of the 5 years to pay zero interest. So so it's your final chance to invest here in Abrisa. So grab that because we only have few units left.
Yeah, can you share us? Can you share? I think it's best if you can share with us something about Abrisa because for the past 2-3 months that we've been doing this segment, a lot of us are asking, the audience is asking if you have a property in Visayas or in Mindanao. Maybe this is the best time, Gail. I'm giving you the opportunity. Maybe if you have something to share with us, you may share it now. So at least they'll have a visual, of this Abrisa. Yeah, please. Can you share the screen? Yeah. Is it there? Are you sharing it or?
Wait, I'll try again.
Sure, please. Yeah. I don't think there's a bit of a technical problem in your case. That's why I think one of the things that Davao can be proud of is their internet connection.
Yeah.
Okay, meantime, while Gail again is accessing her technical presentation, we would like to greet our viewers right now, all the way, of course, from the US. We have people watching from South Korea. We have people watching from Japan, from France, from France, Italy. Ayan, we have people watching from all the way from Brisbane, Adelaide, Sydney, Perth, Australia. Ayan, I hope you can watch again the replay of all our presentations. And if you can, of course, contact our should I say, our friends from Alveo as well. Right now, you are watching episode 3 of a Know Before You Leave program, and presenting with us is Gail of Alveo Land. Ayan. We have people watching also, Joanne Geronimo from Cebu. Of course, Annalyn Regulacion watching live from Hong Kong. So it's there, Gail? Or maybe while you're browsing it over, 3 reasons why they have to invest right here, right now. How much is the investment when they invest in Brisa, Davao? How easy it is for them to reserve? Maybe you can share that as well.
Well, we have good news for you. We are offering you limited offers today. So we have never offered special payment terms before. So you can take advantage of this right now. And when it comes to Alveo Land, the prices never goes down. So it's a sure investment. So that's one reason why you should invest in a high-end condominium or in a high-end developer, because the prices never goes down. So if you want to invest, so invest only with the best. So invest with a high-end sector, because it's the least affected in times of crisis like this.
All right. Yeah.
We have number 3. It's very easy to reserve now because Alveo has already prepared a platform wherein you can reserve online, so it's very easy for you to reserve with just one click. So
Correct.
that's one way, but right now I cannot still share my screen. But
It's
Sir
okay,
John,
Gail. Yeah, it's okay. What we can do is all those who have attended, all those who have registered, we'll just send them your presentations, at least to give justice to you. But meantime, just relax, Gail. I'll be calling you again, but this time to wrap up the presentation of Alveo Land, my dear kababayans, I'd like to call in another good friend from Alveo, Mr. Ramon King, who will join us and give us a snapshot of why invest with Alveo Land and why invest in the Philippines right here, right now. So, Mon, how are you?
Hi, Coach. I'm great.
Hi,
How are
how are
you?
you? Correct. So maybe you'd like to wrap up, what Susie mentioned and Gail mentioned. But of course, they'll be back once again, no, as we wrap up all this, or our episode 3 right now, Mon. Anything to add? Anything else to add, Mon?
Yes, Coach. I'd like to share my presentation to
Yes,
show
please.
everything. Okay.
Please.
Give me a few seconds to share it now.
All right. Thank you. All right. So while Mon is again sharing it, I'd like to thank all those who have watched us today. Ayan, Giselle. Again, it's Planet 63. And let us know however way we can help you promote your product or service as well. All right, Mon, please guide us in your presentation, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Is the screen displaying now? Is it
Yes,
okay?
top reasons. What are the top reasons to invest in Alveo Land? Yeah, it's here.
Okay. Cool. That's great. So, again, my name is Ramon King III. I'm from Alveo Land. You guys can call me RK. So, today and tonight in New York, we're going to be talking about the top reasons why you should invest in Alveo Land. So before we start with that, I'd like to show you this slide, which shows historical data of how Ayala Land properties, have fared over the past couple of decades. So if you could see, Dasmariñas Village, Forbes Park, Urdaneta Village, San Lorenzo, and Bel Air, these are all posh, gated communities in Makati. And we started in 1960s, and over the period of 50 years, we have experienced such a great capital appreciation over the years. In fact, we have been averaging at around 16-18% year on year compounded annual growth rate. Now that's very high. It's one of the highest, capital appreciation in the Philippines, and we're very proud to say that Ayala Land is one of them. In terms of condominiums now, looking at Makati, which is the crown jewel of the Philippine Central Business District, it's about 95,000 pesos when we started. It's the columns in 2004. And if you would look at the images down below in the slide, you would see we've encountered different types of crisis, but our property stood the test of time. Why? Because it's situated in very accessible, very prime locations, and we offer all of the things that makes a residential property successful, because we provide all of the elements that will make it sustainable. So what are these? You have to have access to retail, you have to be near all of the offices, you have to have different shops and restaurants, different types of lifestyle for different types of people. And Makati was able to solve that problem because of the developer who's the driver of that city, which is Ayala Land. So over the course of about 2 decades, in 2004, we started at 95,000. Our properties, as what Susie mentioned earlier, is now at 230,000 in Makati. So you could just imagine, how these properties appreciated over time. Next is Bonifacio Global City. I'm sure if you've been researching about properties in the Philippines, one of the top areas that you might want to be considering is BGC. And we're very proud to say that in 2004, again, going back 2 decades ago, it's only 85,000 per square meter. And I remember when I joined Alveo in 2009, we were at about 100,000, 110,000 per square meter. People were saying, why would I invest in BGC? It's so expensive. I'd rather buy in Makati. During that time, all of the buildings in BGC were not there yet. There's a lot of greens. It was a military fort. It's called Fort Bonifacio, hence the name Bonifacio Global City. And people were very skeptical because they can't see what will happen. But for those who believed in Ayala Land, believed in the promise, believed in the master plan, they were the ones who benefited. Why? Because from 85,000 pesos per square meter, it has gone triple in price to now at 250,000 pesos, and it's still increasing. In fact, next month we're going to have a price increase this coming October, even at this time of pandemic. So you could see how progressive our properties is. We have the formula to make it happen. Warren Buffett, I'm sure you're familiar with this guy. He's renowned as the most famous and most successful investor in the world. He says that is placing capital in productive assets, where ideally these assets should have the ability in inflationary times to deliver output that will retain its purchasing power value. I'm sure with the slides that I showed earlier, we already shown you proof that property, especially Ayala Land, Alveo Land properties, stood this test of inflationary times. To add to that, a very famous person there in the US, Theodore Roosevelt, he also said that investing in selected, well-selected real estate in a growing sector, or section of prosperous community adopts the surest and safest method of becoming independent, for real estate is the basis of wealth. So it's not just about buying real estate per se. You have to do your research. You have to make sure that, is it in a growing area? Is it in a CBD? Right. Does it have the components to make it sustainable? What type of community is going to live there? What are the rental rates? So these are the things. What is the track record of the developer? What is the property management? Right. We have those things in Ayala Land. So all of that, what Mr. Roosevelt mentioned here is encapsulated in our properties. Just to compare, because you guys might be thinking, there was a question earlier, why should I buy in the Philippines? Why should, I might consider other, Asian countries to invest in. If you look at this chart, Hong Kong is already about 28,000 US dollars, in terms of pricing. And this was a slide about last year pa. It's not yet updated this year. So I'm sure the prices have adjusted already. But Philippines is only at roughly about 4,000 pesos, 4,000 US dollars in terms of pricing. There's a lot of potential. You know what? When we go to Hong Kong, when we go to Japan, when we go to China for our road shows last year, investors were saying, you know what? You're very lucky in the Philippines because we can see what happened in Hong Kong, in China, in Japan 30, 40 years ago. And you're in that position to actually accelerate growth because of your population and the demographics. Our Philippine population is about 100 million strong, and it's 25 years old. It's a working population. If you take away the pandemic right now, we're in a trajectory of unprecedented growth. And a lot of people, a lot of economists are saying that Philippines is the rising tiger of Asia. So as Filipinos based there in the US, you should be able to ride on this growth. Take away this once we have the vaccine, once we have the cure, I'm pretty sure the economy will bounce back after a while, right? But as I've said, the opportunities is there now. We're offering, ridiculous payment terms that were not available last year ago.
Actually, Mon, you're right. No, sorry to interrupt you on that. Not just Filipinos in the US, Filipinos per se, wherever you are right now, whether you're in the US, Middle East, or even in Asian countries, or even in the Philippines watching right now is the best time. Because never have I seen also that kind of trajectory, even right after the crisis in the 90s, right? Because modesty aside, I was able to see that, early 90s, late 90s, when I was really immersed into Philippine real estate. Mon, is it okay? Because I think Gail has just some few points and Susie has some few points about the presentation. Before you end your presentation, maybe we can show if you have their presentation as well. Can we move to just for the people to, because some of our watching us right now are familiar with Makati and Manila boundary, and Susie just would like to reiterate that this Calypso project of Alveo Land. At the same time, a nice investment would be the Brisa. When I was in Davao, really it was a very good property to invest as well. So if you're ready, Mon, let me know. And if Susie is still here, I think she's still here, maybe we can invite Susie once again. Thanks, Mon. I'll get back to you, Mon. All right. Yes, Susie, you're there. So I'm going to show the presentation of Callisto. There you go. Quick lang. So at least they'll have an idea para ma-visualize nila before they invest as well?
Actually, sir, medyo mahaba tong presentation ko, no. Sagutin ko na lang, sir, din yung usual na tanong. So why is it best to invest during this pandemic? So sir, ang sagot ko kasi dyan, there's always opportunity during these hard times. Actually, bigger opportunity in investments are during this time. Kasi sir, it's just a matter of looking for the best investments available to investors. So flexible terms, diba sir, more promos available during this time by developers to get the inventories moving. So not everybody will be capable of investing during hard times, but everybody with the opportunity. So if you the means, it's best to invest now. So if you have questions about or inquiries about Alveo projects, my actually sir, my informations are flashed on the screen. So every day naman po tayo available. So if you're available for Zoom presentation, sir, nasa baba lang yung screen ko. Ay yung ano po, yung mga contact informations ko.
Correct. In fact, I'm flashing it right now, no, mga kababayan. If you are really interested to inquire about Alveo Land, specifically this Callisto project in Circuit, no, it's a boundary of Makati and Manila, but of course it's already Manila already. I mean Makati already. Then you may contact tanyedo.susi@alveoland.com page. Anyway, Susi naman will be back, but at least nakita nyo, mga kababayan, Susi was able to show you, what Callisto, has been doing right now. Thanks, Susi. I'll be seeing you again, Susi.
Sige, sir.
Right?
Yes,
all right, and of course, how about Gail? I think Gail also would like to present something. Ayan. Maybe, Mon, would you like to share again the PowerPoint? So at least before we wrap this up, because we have another one developer coming up. No, not last but not the least, of course, is OrtigasLand. Yeah, Mon, can we show also so that Gail can showcase also Mindanao project, no? So Gail, right now, what's the occupancy rate? I mean, is it still pre-selling ba, the Callisto project, or is it still on a ready for occupancy na ba, or pre-selling stage pa rin ang Abriza? I mean, Abriza in Davao.
So right now, the Abriza district, we have 5 towers. So we already have ready for occupancy units. At the same time, we have the pre-selling, which we are offering right now. So,
Ayan. So, Mon, can you see it? Can you show it? All right. So, guys, we will be back once again. Anyways, Gail, Susie, and Mon will be joining us right after the break. OrtigasLand will present, and after that, all of them will be back. So, just reserve all your questions, my dear kababayans, and we'll be back here with Coach Jonathan. Know Before You Leave, Planet 63 segment. We'll see you in a while. Again, you're watching live Know Before You Leave segment of Planet 63, where we will have products, Philippine products, services, real estate, anything about the Philippines being showcased to the global market. And at the same time, this is your place if you are non-Filipino who are just looking for the Philippines as a hub for you to launch your product, the ideas that you're able to develop during this challenging time. So with us, last but not the least, is our presenter from OrtigasLand, no? And then after that, we will be calling all the speakers once again to wrap up our presentation. So right here with us is Ryan of OrtigasLand. How are you, Ryan?
Hi, Coach. I'm good.
All right. So I think you also, have prepared something for our viewers today. So you may start. The floor is yours, Ryan.
Right. Can you see my slide? Is
Super. Yeah.
Now? All right.
Yes, it is.
Well, we'd like to take two. We'd like to tackle two topics right now. First one is, of course, the advantages of owning a property now, And also, just to add also to that is the condominium investing in condominium advantages. Now, before we move on to our presentation, I'd like to show you first who Ortigas Land is. Now, Ortigas Land is a leading builder and developer of residential and commercial properties. Now, we have been in the business for 89 years already. And during the years, we've actually been able to attract also attention of two major industry players. We have SM and Ayala. Back in 2014, these two big companies actually saw the potential of the organization, and what they did is they bring in their expertise from the real estate development as well as the malls division. Now, to show you the businesses of Ortigas Land, we have here Ortigas Land focuses on the offices, wherein we have the Ortigas Commercial Business District. Then we've also focused on the residential condominiums, as you see there in the photo. And then we also have ventured into malls, the malls or our commercial group. So this is actually some of the estates of Ortigas Land. As you see there, the specialization of Ortigas Land is not really just a condominium or just an office building or just a mall. In fact, as you can see there, our specialty is really more of the mixed-use developments, wherein we have all of those components in that area or in that community. We have in Capitol Commons, which is the old Rizal Provincial Capital. This is located in Shaw Boulevard and Meralco Avenue. We have, of course, our iconic shopping destination called Green Hills, which is in San Juan. Then we have our aspiring eco estate, which is called Ortigas East, which is located along C5 corner Ortigas Avenue. And then we have our residential community in Quezon City called Circulo Verde. Now, this is the only property that is, as you can see, surrounded by a body of water. So it gives a it's a very unique offering of Ortigas Land. Now, to give our viewers who are not in the Philippines an idea where our projects are located, all of the projects of Ortigas Land are very accessible. As you can see there, it's very accessible to our major thoroughfares here in Metro Manila, from EDSA, from C5, from Ortigas Avenue. As you can see, we have those. And aside from that, you could also see there how the developments also of the administration, because they actually have infrastructure projects right now, from adding more lines for the trains, as well as creating more new bridges to connect. As you can see there, the government is actually planning to construct a bridge that will connect Ortigas and BGC. And also the biggest project of the administration, which is the Mega Manila Subway, or this subway that will be able to transport passengers coming from Quezon City to pass through nearby the estates of Ortigas Land through our Ortigas CBD and also our Capitol Commons, and it will also be able to bring to transport passengers as well to the Manila International Airport. So imagine our estate, the projects of Ortigas Land, having a subway accessible to it, so it would be very convenient and very attractive also for those who are planning to live or maybe invest in our properties. Now, we'd like to share to you the advantages of investing in a condominium. In order for me to be able to explain this further, we've actually created an acronym that will help you guys, help the viewers learn more about the advantages of investing in a condominium. The first one is facilities in property management. Investing in a real estate property of Ortigas Land, you are guaranteed that Ortigas Land and also will hire the expertise of facilities and property management to make sure that your property is taken care of. This is something that residents are actually looking into now, and it's very important for those who are planning to invest in our properties. Next, affordability, fractional price. Now, since right now we don't have any more house and lots available, but what we do have are our residential condominiums. Now, affordability and fractional price. Since you guys, if you are planning to invest in a condominium, when you purchase a condominium, you're not actually comparing it with a house and lot. This is more affordable because you are actually just buying a portion of the property. Not like when all of you are who are living or investing in a condominium would be sharing to be paying for that property of the building. Now it's just a portion, not like if you buy a house and lot that solely you would only be the owner. Now, as I mentioned a while ago, all of the properties of Ortigas Land are located in a master plan community or a mixed-use development. Now, here is where we bring in the sense of community. So imagine it's not like you're just living in a house or you're just that's only you available there. But here, you are actually not just you are actually a part of the community that you would be living in. Aside from that, for letter T, we have top-notch features and amenities. Now, most of the the projects of Ortigas Land, we've actually upgraded it for our unit owners and also soon to be unit owners. We have actually offered from amenities focused on holistic wellness to even including to our unit owners a smart home application, which is also inclusive to the price that they would be paying. So aside from that, we also have, as I've shown you on the map a while ago, the proximity to vital centers. Now, during this pandemic, a lot of people have realized the importance, excuse me, the importance of being able to have accessible groceries, drugstores, churches, hospitals. Okay. Now, sorry about that. Now, lock up and go capability. Now, for properties, for condominiums, when you have to leave, all you need to do is just lock your unit and you could go already. Then we also have appreciation of property. I'll show you some slides later on. Our properties has already appreciated, and this is something that you would experience for this is something that you would experience for investing in properties in a condominium. Next up, the leasing income that you could actually get a yield from these properties. So as I mentioned a while ago, our smart living features, okay, and then our key features and benefits wherein you have access to all these for in a smart home application, and then a sense of community. Excuse me about that. And then, as I mentioned a while ago, our appreciation of our properties. As you can see, from 12%, we've appreciated to 14%. And then also from our projects, from 110,000, currently the highest that we have is 262,000 pesos. Okay. Now, another topic that was meant, sorry about that. Another topic that we have also is that advantages of investing in a property right now. As you can see there, our properties can go as low as 22,000 pesos, which is almost around $450. Okay, this is a project for Maple, and then we have also for Empress, which is around $300, as you can see. And then we also have for Maven, which is also located in Capital Commons, will cost around $750 because this one would be spread over 39 months. Now, the advantages of owning a property right now is you get to be able to enjoy the low payment terms that is being offered by developers right now. It's not as if you have to pay already the whole amount, but for this one, it gives you flexibility. Your exposure of your money is not that big, and it gives you also the opportunity to be able to invest and while taking only the excess of your income. So imagine if you guys are there abroad and you want to come home in the Philippines, definitely you would like to have a place on your own. Instead of renting in a hotel, you could actually be able to live in a condominium, and then afterwards, if you're not here in the Philippines, you could have it rented out. So all in all, if you have any questions about our projects and also would like to know more about how we could be able to, or how Ortigas Land can help you, I have here the gentleman from Ortigas Land International Sales. I have their information listed there. And then that marks the end of my presentation.
Thank you so much, Ryan. So I love the word, no? My
Kasamit
dear
ako.
kababayans is watching right now. Yeah. I love that word, right? Yung sinasabi mo nga na fast play. Because remember, my dear
Yes.
kababayans, no? Now is the time to invest. No, I think for sure some of you are, like would like to discuss this with your spouses. But if you have, my suggestion is always, if you have that amount to reserve right now, and at least the next 3 months, just like what SMDC or Alveo is offering right now, or OrtigasLand, I think if you have the 3 months and then the reservation, go for it. And sometimes it will inspire you to make a decision to own a condo
And also,
unit. So
coach,
with us, yes,
and also,
yes,
coach,
Ryan.
maliit lang yung maliit lang yung exposure nila. It's not as if
Exposure,
they're paying
correct.
already for the whole amount.
Correct. So to answer more of our questions, I'd like to call in once again. Don't leave us na, ha, Ryan?
Yes.
Please be with us. So of course, I'm calling in once again Olive Lancin of SMDC. Yan. Hi, Olive. Of course, I'll
Hi,
be calling
Coach.
in back again. Esper of SMDC. Yan, I'm calling them back right now. And then, of course, I am calling back also from Alveo Land. All right, I'm calling. Where's Alveo Land? Susie, are you there? Yeah, Gail is there. Mon is there. How about Susie? Susie still there? There, Susie is there. And then, of course, from OrtigasLand, maybe we can call Rafi. Rafi is with us. And is Colin with us? Colin? Maybe we can call Colin. Anyway, if he's not there, yeah, before we end our segment 3 of owning why they should invest or own Philippine property right now, maybe you can give your suggestions why they need to invest right now. Maybe we can start with SMDC. Yeah, can we start with Olive? Any words that you would like to tell our listeners right now who've stayed with us for at least an hour in this episode 3 of Know Before You Leave?
Yes, I'd like to thank everyone who stayed with us, who listened to all the presentation,
right.
from SMDC to Alveo to OrtigasLand. I hope we can hear from you soon, and stay safe, and good morning again from Manila.
Thank you, Olive. How about Esper?
Yeah, so thank you again for having us for today. For the final word with regards to SMEs, why invest now in real estate? Again, we want to reiterate that right now we have a lot of stretched promo terms, big discounts, and right now the market is not that volatile, it's not that expanding, not a big leap. So medyo kalmado yung market natin, but not depreciating. So it's a good way to grab this opportunity for us. If you have the disposable income, for us it's as low as $200 per month, then you could avail a property with ease. Thank you.
Correct. Thank you, Esper. Thank you, SMDC. And of course, from Alveo Land, Susie.
Thank you, Coach, for inviting us and giving us the opportunities. So again, I would just like to remind po yung mga viewers, saying po, na not everybody will be capable of investing during these hard times, but everybody will have the opportunity. So thank you again.
Thank you so much, Susie. How about Gail?
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Coach. So right now, Davao City has built. There's an obvious growth and potential in value. Right now, you might want to consider Davao City as one of your investments. It's a really promising project, and of course, can take advantage of the building right now. So if you want to know more about the project, contact through my emails, and I will put at the later, so we can do one-on-one Zoom meeting for further information. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Gail. Maraming salamat. Hope to see you again. Ayan. Of course, he's calling in Rafa from OrtigasLand. Rafa?
Hi, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to everybody. On behalf of my colleagues from OrtigasLand and also the colleagues now in this attending this webinar, we want to thank everybody. Message here is we want to encourage, shout out to everybody out there, and as what our colleagues mentioned here, this is the best time to invest. We never seen any crazy terms that are been put out there right now in the market. And despite that, it will coexist with a lot of great discounts as well. Please take advantage of this. Again, you may contact us in our email, international@sales.ortigas.com.ph. Stay safe, everybody.
All right, thank you. And of course, Ryan.
Right, for our
Of
viewers,
OrtigasLand.
for our viewers, thank you very much for joining in and also be able to listen to us as we share to you the advantages of condominium investing, as well as what the importance of being able to invest right now. If you if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We'll be happy to guide you and also to share some knowledge in case that you have any clarifications or questions on the numbers and the emails that we posted. Right? Hey, Coach.
Thank you, Ryan. And of course, Mr. Ramon King III of Alveo to close us for this episode.
Thank you, Coach. If there's one thing that I'd like to leave with our viewers today, is there's always opportunity in crisis. I know this is a very tough time. You guys might be thinking that we might be afraid to invest right now because of the the pandemic, of the crisis that we're encountering globally because of COVID-19. But to tell you what, people who were able to brave the storm and find opportunities in times of crisis were really able to maximize their investment potential. And you just have to be careful with it. You have to do your research, of course. And our friends from SMDC, OrtigasLand, and of course our properties in Alveo, we all have the potential to provide you with these opportunities. So if you'd like to know more about these opportunities and take advantage of the Philippine growth that I firmly believe in, that will continue despite this pandemic, you can send us a message with the contact information that was shared down below, and we'll be happy to talk to you and guide you with your investment. Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you so much. So there you go once again, my dear kababayans. Maraming salamat for being with us today, and of course on our segment Note Before You Leave, segment 3, which wherein we talk about why you should invest or own a Philippine property or Philippine real estate right now. What are the advantages? I hope we were able to inform you. So don't forget, once again, every month this is series 3. Next month we'll have our series 4. Don't forget, again, the topic is about home loan financing schemes. So again, we will be inviting developers to join us so that we will be more informed. How can we start with the least minimum capital or amount and own Philippine real estate? And of course, in November, how to turn your idle properties into gold. And on December 17, of course, will be real estate online selling opportunities. I believe there's gold, may ginto behind that. So again, once again, this is your coach, Jonathan. Coach Jonathan, I just would like to remind you that keep on building bridges, break barriers in these pandemic times, in these challenging times. Not I, but we. We need each other for us, not just to survive, not just to manage these kind of times, but to thrive. I hope and pray that we came out stronger, bigger, bolder, and brighter, more innovative in these challenging times ahead. At the end of the day, it's our goal, of course, it's our prayer that we commit everything to the Lord, whatever we do, and all our plans will succeed. Remember, we don't plan. People don't plan to fail. We just failed to include God in our plans. God bless you, and I'll see you once again next month, same time, same place here at Know Before You Live, a Planet 63 segment. I'll see you. This is your coach. God bless you. at mabuhay tayong lahat. Maraming salamat.
It's more fun in the Philippines,
But it's more fun if it lasts.
SOS is a call for help.
To save our spots.
A campaign focused on sustainability
and how applying it can make us better travelers
And more responsible tourists.
to make it simple.
Dapat lang, marunong tayong rumispeto.
Respect the environment.
Pick up the trash you see.
kahit hindi ikaw nagkalat.
respect our culture and heritage.
Magpaalam bago kumuha ng pictures ng mga locals.
At huwag basta-basta hawakan ng sites.
Respect everyone around you.
Dapat good vibes tayo sa kapwa Pilipino.
At syempre sa mga foreign friends din natin.
Dahil dito sa SOS,
Sama-sama tayo.
and every little act we do